Good day, flight followers. Welcome back to The Flying Doctor. Today, I'll be sharing my experience flying business class from Los Angeles to Singapore with Singapore Airlines. Our journey today begins at Los Angeles World Airport, where I've arrived from Washington, D.C. 8 hours early. I tried checking in, but was told I'd need to wait until check-in for my flight begins, which wasn't for another 4 hours. With no good plane spotting areas within the general vicinity, I people-watched and daydreamed about the upcoming experience. Soon enough, it was time to drop off my luggage, where I was greeted by the friendly ticketing agent, who promptly tagged the bags and printed out the boarding pass. Once through security, it was time to visit a lounge for a bite to eat and something to quench my thirst. The aircraft carrying us tonight is an Airbus A350-900, registered 9er Victor Sierra Juliet Delta. Tonight's flight time is scheduled for just under 17 hours and will cover a total distance of 14,114 kilometers. Boarding was seamless. Walking down the jet bridge, floral aromas aroused my nose. In an effort to elevate customer experience, Singapore Airlines has sought to engage all 5 senses while on board. The fragrance emanating from the cabin is known as Boutique Flora and was designed by a Singaporean artisanal perfumer sent by Senyk. After stepping onto the aircraft and being greeted by the cabin steward, the sound of Singapore Airlines takes you away to a tropical and relaxing destination. Business class is a typical 1-to-1 layout, granting direct aisle access for all passengers. At each seat you will find a pillow, water bottle, noise-canceling headphones, in-flight menu, safety card, and an in-flight magazine. Along with a large IFE screen, directly in front of you are a cubby for storing small items, shelf that can be used to keep a drink, and a mirror hiding behind a sliding door. The IFE remote is located on the side opposite of where you enter and features all of the buttons you'd expect on a remote. Moving closer to the backrest are a few plugs for power, USB, and HDMI. Above these are a personal reading light and headphone jack. On the opposite side of the IFE remote are your seat adjustment buttons, FA call button, and lighting controls.
Ground Singapore 35 Heavy, good evening, approaching Delta.
Singapore 35 Heavy, hold short of Delta.
Hold short Delta, Singapore 35 Heavy.
Singapore 35 Heavy behind the Airbus on Echo, runway 24 left, taxi via Echo.
We were pushed back and quickly taxied to the active runway for an on-time departure.
Singapore 35 Heavy, monitor the tower 133.9.
Monitor 133.9, Singapore 35 Heavy.
Singapore 35 Heavy, runway 2 on a point.
Enjoy the ramp-up of the Trent XWB engines as we take off over the Pacific.
Heavy, wind 180 at 6, runway 24 left, for takeoff.
Takeoff, runway 24 left.
Singapore 35, SoCal departure, good night.
SoCal departure, Singapore 35 Heavy, good night.
Just under an hour after takeoff, the meal service began. A table with ample surface area pops out of the armrest adjacent to the seat and is blanketed with a white tablecloth by the FA. As a starter, I opted for a small salad with candied walnuts and shrimp. The greens were fresh, crispy, and firm, and although I'm not a fan of crustaceans, I happily ate the shrimp. For the main, I opted for the duck confit, which was excellent and finished with a cheese plate and fruit loaf. It was now quite late and I was eager to see how I would sleep. At 6'4", it was slightly cramped, but I curled up under the provided duvet and second pillow and managed to get a solid 6 hours of sleep. After waking up, I needed to stretch my legs and decided to take a walk through the galley and into the opposite side of the cabin. While I was up, I figured I would investigate the lab. The beauty of a fresh orchid sitting in a wall-mounted holder helps you forget the activities that occur in this confined space. Adjacent to the mirror, Singapore Airlines provides Penhaligon's facial mist, hand lotion, and perfume, fresh towels for hand drying or washing of the face, razors for shaving, and dental kits. All of these amenities reminded me of one privilege of flying business class, and that is the amenity kit. Singapore Airlines now provides amenity kits or individual amenities on request only. Prior to sleeping, I had asked the FA for socks and slippers, which she quickly provided me. In addition to those items, one may request the amenity kit supplied by Penhaligon, which includes a lip balm, hand lotion, and same facial mist you'll find in the lab. Back at my seat, it was time to eat again. To start, I was served a fruit plate, fruit yogurt, Berkshire muesli, and chose a croissant from the available pastries. The main quickly followed and included a basic cheese omelet, roasted asparagus, sautéed mushrooms, bacon, and potato side. The sautéed mushrooms paired well with the omelet, but don't expect crispy and crunchy bacon or other hot food items when flying. Surprisingly, the 17-hour flight was nearing an end. This flight was the first long-haul and business class flight I have taken. From the initial check-in back in Los Angeles, the frequent and timely check-ins by the FAs, and overall excellent food and drink choices, the difference in fare costs between seat classes begins to become slightly more understandable. On that note, how much does a flight like this cost? Today, you can expect to pay anywhere from around $2,600 when booking at least 4 months in advance to upwards of $10,000 when booking for a flight departing within 1 week. One aspect of business class travel that was not mentioned in this video is the lounge access included with your fare. At LAX, a business class ticket on Singapore grants you access to the Star Alliance Lounge, while in Singapore you get access to the Silver Chris Lounge. Lounges can be life-changing, especially if you have a long layover, as they offer freshly prepared hot meals, showers, comfortable resting areas, and oftentimes are much quieter than in the terminal. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more flight reviews and plane spotting.